Okay. Poppy Playtime Chapter 5 released a bit ago, and I want to make a video about me yapping about it. So I'm gonna yap. Okay, so one detail that's pretty insignificant from everything else that happened in the chapter. It was this scene right here.
Not gonna last down here with just a cheap nightlight.
Now, why does the nightlight respond? I get that it's not meant to be taken seriously in any regard, but I can't stop thinking about it. Because we know that Harley Sawyer is, at this point in the story that our player's in, he's a digital consciousness now. So it's not out of the question that there would be one in the nightlight as well. And if you disagree with that for the reason of, oh, they would experiment for something that insignificant, I would like to point your attention to the starting area of Chapter 4. I don't think that would have been an issue. It's entirely possible that it's just some advanced AI or something, but I still like the idea of just doing an entire surgery just to get a sentient black light, like. One thing in this chapter that me and a lot of other people noticed was just like Giblet's lack of relevance in the game. I'm sure this guy is pretty relevant in the world of the game, but the problem is that the game treats us like we know most of what's happened to the guy, what makes him relevant, when in reality we don't, and for that reason the game doesn't really reflect much of what's happened to him. So instead we just kind of get moments like,
I'm not some kind of hero. I told you I'm not a hero. I told you I wasn't a hero.
Shut the fuck up. No one cares about your robot fanfiction.
I do hope we get to actually get attached to this guy more in Chapter 6, because it would just be a letdown to have a character that's clearly supposed to be important in the story not get that kind of position in the actual game. And you can tell he's supposed to be important because he wasn't killed off like literally everyone else we've met so far. Which, by the way, I can understand the argument that, oh, the game is so good because look at all these new characters we're getting. Ooh, content, wow. I don't like it because, you're just gonna kill them off. You always kill them off, so why do you keep making more? There are only so many iterations you can do before people start to realize, oh, they're just milking it. They were milking it, but now we can really tell they're milking it. And just end the game. Just end the game already. I can understand that, at this point, the concept of things making sense, that doesn't exist anymore. But at the same time, I feel like it's pretty absurd of how deep we're going into this facility. How far must we go until the game ends? If there is an ending to this game, I remember hearing about posts made by the previous director of the game, saying that Chapter 5 was planned to be the final chapter. And also from the current head of the game, that Chapter 5 was planned pretty early on during the start of the series, which means that they might not have plans for Chapter 6. So the possibilities are that they put a lot of effort into making this a well-made game, or we could just keep dragging on the story despite there being no actual end goal at this point. Because, as a reminder to all of you, the orphans are dead. We got confirmed that. Now, I don't know what they plan to do from here, but the expectations are low, so it's not too good. Now, the last thing that I want to talk about here is the freaking prototype. Now, right away, I'm just gonna say that the prototype was heavily hinted to be some kind of amalgamation of, toy parts. I feel like it was a really big implication until they threw the twist at us that, no, you get Jester. And I can understand the design that we got because, it makes sense in terms of, the branding of the game. It's on brand. And also because it wouldn't make sense for a composed character like the prototype to look like a kind of abomination. So it makes sense when you consider that as well. I don't like it though. I still don't like it. I might like it eventually, but currently I don't. I want to make more videos where I just kind of yap about games that I'm interested in at the moment, because, I mean, I do like to watch games. Don't really play them much. I'd like to do that someday, just play games and then talk about them. I feel like that'd be nice. Maybe I'll get to that someday, I don't know. But, in any case, I hope you enjoyed this. Subscribe. Like the video. Hit that bell. And see you next time.